Greetings and salutations, Pokemon fans. We're back with more epic Smogon Premier League content. Today, looking at a semi-finals game between Gary the Gengar and Finchinator. This is semi-finals, which means you cannot lose, and if you lose, you will be crucified by your teammates. And that's not fun, right? That's not what actually happens. Come on now. It depends. If you throw the game, you may receive some angry DMs though, but that's just life. And just call them shit leakers. That's how it works. Okay, so we have two Sun teams facing off, but two very different philosophies in how to approach the game. And the first thing that jumps to mind is that Finchinator's team looks, at least from the outset, extremely weak to Skarmory. But it depends on a couple of things. Garchomp's set being the main one, but also Latios, right? And Skarmory is also EV spread. As for Finchinator's team, there's nothing. There's no major concern here. If you look at Gary's team, I mean, okay, Skarmory sucks the face with this, but beyond that, the rest, it depends on sets, of course. If you have, like, say, Gravity Landorus, though, pretty weird on this, I think. Or even Smackdown, or even Life Orb Fire Blast Chomp, then that's fine. Everything else you can beat. You have to be slightly careful against Excadrill too, but that's just Pokemon. That's just the tier. As for Gary, if I'm Gary here, I'm pretty happy with the matchup. Not only my Skarmory owns, but I also have a couple other interesting threats. The combination of Terrakion and Excadrill is pretty good into this. My main worry will be Garchomp set, because you have to scout it, and even if it is the set that can blow past Skarmory, then it's kind of annoying to play against, but that's my main, that would be my main worry if I were Gary. But it's not the end of the world if you're Finchinator, right? Because Gary's team is pretty slow in a sense. You have Terrakion Latios, decently fast mons, but you have Starmie that outspeeds everything except a Scarfer, which on this team should be Excadrill, right? And Scarf Excadrill, not the best at keeping them off, and it doesn't even have that much great support. The other option would be Scarf Terrakion, which means that you never win this game, maybe, unless your Skarmory goes goes Psycho Mode, which is very likely actually. So I don't know. As for Finch, if he is running a Scarfmon, it's on this. Maybe Latios, I think. Chomp, no. It could be Chomp, actually. Yeah, you can run Scarf Chomp in this. My main problem with Scarf Chomp is that it has basically zero support here, right? No Magnezone, no other strong physical attacker that could at least damage something like Skarmory. So it's kind of left to its own devices, and that's where Garchomp often struggles. But hey, maybe he can make it work. Right. If it's not Scarf Chomp, then it could be either no Scarf, right? It's not the best, but if you run double Thunder Wave, say Latios Ferrothor, then maybe you can pull it off. Though I think it worked better when the metagame was a little bit slower. As of now, I would not recommend this at all. And Scarf Starmie that in Sand, I mean, okay. Ferrothor definitely not. Latios Scarf, it's fast and it can KO things, but come on, man. Like, they, Latios is a great mon. Scarf Latios is fine, obviously, but you need a reason to run it, right? Unlike other Latios sets, if you want to run Scarf Latios, that's fine, but it has to work well with its other teammates. Like, it's not Specs Latios. Like, Specs Latios, you slap onto any team, just click Draco Meteor, Pokemon Go Boom, that's fine. it's also very fun to play and it's very strong, but Scarflatius does not have the same independence. It needs the rest of its team to actually either support like it's not you cannot run it as a pure revenge killer is what I mean, because one Tyranitar has what like 60% usage, so your Scarflatius will maybe get one kill and then get instantly revenge killed, which happens with Spexlatius too. But the problem here is that Scarflatius does not kill anything probably in any given game like that, so you need some serious support for it. And I don't see anything that could indicate that this Latios has any support, so I don't think it's Scarf. Scarflando. Scarflando is okay if you do like Life or Mix Chomp, because then you can run rocks on that Garchomp and then Scarflando, and then you have like whatever Latios set, probably specs, and then you have some pretty serious firepower. The main issue with that is that then your team is very weak to Escadrille, Scarf, and Chessben Terrakion, and that would be extremely unfortunate in this game. But offensively, Mix Chomp land Latios pretty good, so maybe that's what we're going to see. And I don't think last thing before we start actually watching the game. Okay. I don't think the lead matters here that much. You, if you're gay, you probably want something that can force the Garchomp. I believe Jellison probably. There's a high chance Finchinator leads with Ferro, but I think that's fine. Jelly beats everything else comfortably, and it doesn't give up free momentum to Garchomp or Landorus, which I'd rather Ligelli into Ferrotor than anything else into Garchomp. That's my idea. You can okay, there's Kermori, but the problem with Kermori is that you if Finchinator leads with say Garchomp or even Latios, which nah. Garchomp though, Garchomp is a very possible lead here, right? And if you lead Skarm into Chomp, you risk giving up a lot because you have to scout Fire Blast, and if your opponent is not Fire Blast and say anything else, it might be annoying. It can also try to outplay you. It can get rocks up for free. So probably not Scammy. I will lead Jelly and Finch. Probably I don't know. Lead Ferro, right? No, Tyranitar, immediate Jellicent. Okay, but okay. Is this a raid by Finch or does it? Probably not, right? If you're Gary though, this is a big question mark. Do you wisp and risk something like Scarf Titar? Would you lead Scarf Titar? No way. I wisp if I'm Gary. Okay, may have worked out. It did work out. Okay, this is a very good start for Gary actually. Already, Latios is now pretty strong in this matchup. You can just yeah. There's a lot of free chip on Titar. Do you keep crunching and try to fish for something, or do you eventually switch out? Okay, Terrakion is in and takes 11%, but most importantly, gets an attack boost. And this is extremely dangerous spot for Finch. Do you? Oh, he just died. Okay. I mean, you have to make a choice, and tossing Bird Titar is a no-brainer here. I know Latios is annoying, but you got burned at turn one anyway, so you're not really that good into Latios anymore either. All right, Lando comes out. Finch should probably hard switch out. You turn. Okay, so a lot of let's say amateurs would hard U-turn there if it's not Scarflando, no matter what, because it's such a free click, right? But hard switching out, one doesn't reveal your Landor set. Two, U-turn will do like 2% damage anyway, and may even um, force some Rack Helmet damage, which will be quite horrible here. Look at this team. and then you're also maybe faking scarf because you let. Yeah, I think this was you always hard switch out if something like that. Yeah, good play. All right, Pharaoh comes out and do you spike? Oh, let's see. Oh, this is very annoying for Gary. This Pharaoh is pretty strong into this because your only switch, like your best Pharaoh for switchings, all hate Leech Seed, Escadrille mainly, and they also take a lot of damage from the stabs, and you don't know if it's got both, but alright. Lando comes out. It is leftovers. Well, all that faking for nothing. Oh, it's special defensive too. Look at that damage. Yeah. Alright, you turn. Pretty nice. Okay, Chomp. Scan. Dragon Claw. Okay, Dragon Claw does not have Fire Blast. This is probably Scarf Chomp then, I'm guessing, which means you are already in a terrible spot against Kermody. Oh, one man, Starmie. All right. At least now you can get a kill if you get it right. Or okay, this is a good spin. Right, so you spin there, cause here you have Sam against Skarmory. Okay, Skarmory is half health, little bit over half, so it has to switch out no matter what. Okay, so you have three options, right? Either you Thunderbolt, or Rapid Spin, or Surf, or Water Move, Hydro Pump, Surf, whatever. And Gary has to be careful because his jelly is at 60%, as you can see here, 65. Kermit will also die from Thunderbolt, which means Thunderbolt is Finch's, let's call it, most enticing move to click because it covers both Skarmory and Jellicent. Water move would obviously annihilate Excadrill, but it would heal Jellicent, and you already have almost zero Jellicent switching. So you can Rapid Spin, which is ironically enough the mid ground, or you go for a hard T-Bolt. You cannot surf here. Because if you Jellicent, you're in extreme trouble at this point. And so you just spin. If Jellicent comes in, that's okay, because it will be at 50%. Spin also lets you switch here, which... let's see. The XL does not have leftover, so it's probably Scarf, so Ferro sure. Eggshiz, oh. Yeah, some people run this to snipe Starmie, as in this case, but Finchinator rightfully, right, well, maybe not rightfully, but read it correctly. Okay, Leech Seed, and do you spike? I think you do. Okay. Now you are Starmie. I will have Starmie here. Latios. Latios is fine too. Oh man. It's rocks. All right, it's rocks, spikes, whirlwind roost. I hate this set so much, man. Okay, Dragon Pulse. Kill the Latios, which was low, but could have done some damage, so that's fine. Dragon Pulse means your specs, right? So you just pulse again for 30%. Fine, fair, and well, now what? Pursuit, which means you are now in Kustap range if you're Gary. If you're Kustaberry. Okay, I made an entire video on Custaberry. This will be a potentially annoying situation. Do you scout it? If you're Finch, probably not, right? If you scout it, you lose. Just hope it's not. Okay, it's not. Fantastic. I mean, fantastic. I'm not the one playing, but alright, so how does Finchinator win this against Kermori though? This is a big problem because Landorus does not touch Skermori at all. HPI does what, 15-20%? So mm, maybe sometimes if you create soon TM, but not not the best options. Garchomp seems to be Scarf, which might be the worst thing ever against Kermori. And then your Ferrothorn does have Leech Seed pretty nice, because Skarmory does not have Brave Bird, so the only way for Skarmory to damage Ferrothorn is to Whirlwind it away, but um, that means you get Leech Seeded, right? And, well, Garchomp will die soon enough, but you will heal up your Landorus, and maybe in the long run you can sort of win with Lando plus Ferro, because Camry cannot do anything as long as you hit Leech Seed, which not a given. You also have a Starmie, which may or may not get another kill soon, so maybe this is doable for Finch, I think, but it will take a lot of outplay, which, I mean, you can do it for sure. Alright, Escadrille, okay, first read went well, I think. Psychic. Iron Psychic. Okay, same deal as earlier, right? You don't want to click the water move, and Psychic does treat KO, so that's okay. Thanks to Analytic, a bit of rolls, but I have not calculated them. Alright, you save Starmie 100%, yeah. Okay, and I mean, it's not 100%. You don't know if your opponent is effectively clicking quick attack or close combat, but you have to go for it, I believe. I don't see any other play. And here you Leech Seed. Is this even choice band? Yeah, probably. Power Whip. Power Whip covers Jelly switching in, which you probably want to cover. Yeah, probably Power Whip is better than Leech Seed. Because if you Leech Seed as Jelly comes in, then you have to sacrifice Chomp to burn, which kind of not the best. Instead, if you Power Whip into the Skarmory, your opponent cannot really just now pivot. I mean, it could, but then I think that looks pretty weird. So yeah, okay. Spikes means Starmie is dead, but Starmie was dead no matter what, right? Because if you switch it in, it dies from sand plus rocks. So Starmie is gone, but it did a lot of work. Oh, it's knockoff. This doesn't really change things much, but it's nice still. Right, so here's how Finchinator wins this game from here. You have to, one, not let Terrakion come in, which is why he just Power Whip, for the record. And if you get like a couple of spikes down and start leech seeding things, then Landorus plus Garchomp can win, because this Skarmory cannot do anything, right? So every time it wants to damage your Ferrothorn, it has to Whirlwind it away, but eventually you will be left with only Landorus, and Landorus will heal from Leech Seed, and then you can just PP stall Skarmory out of Roosts. And so Gary's best game plan from here is to manage to get in Terrakion as much as possible and kill everything, basically, right? Right, so, but he lost Rocky Helmet, so it's a bit tough. Okay, so, yes, Skarmory walls everything from on Finchinator's side, but Skarmory also doesn't do any damage from here. So whenever you get leech seeded, what you're going to pistol each other, but then eventually Landorus will heal up enough to the point where you just lose because you cannot damage Landorus. So if you're Gary from here, your win path is to get in Terrakion as up, which Finchinator is trying his damn best to not let it happen. And first, Starmie will die, then Garchomp will come out. Mm. These are not the best spot for Gary either, because this camera set is not it, man. Stealth Rock Spice, Whirlwind Roost? No, please, no. What a dummy set. Alright, and okay, very nice spikes for Finch. Okay, I will power whip here, but this is all kind of guesswork, right? Uh, yeah, but Gary's also kind of stuck here. You're both stuck with each other, which makes for maybe funny comedy skits, but for, for black and white game, not really what you want to see. This is good for the Finch because you want your Chomp to die as soon as possible. Basically, you want to have only Ferrothorn and Landorus left. Although maybe no, you want Landros to heal a couple of times from Leech Seed before losing the Chomp, because else you get put in close combat Terrakion's range. So, alright, let's see. Oh, nice roll. This is very nice for Finch. It heals 7%. Okay, HPIs. And he has to roost, but see, now Randos will recover a lot. Look, 6 plus 11, 17%. Soon enough it will be out of range of things. So, oh, this is exactly how Finchinator wins from here. You just get Landrus out in a couple more times, and then if it heals up enough to tank Terrakion, you pretty much have won from here. It's such a hard game for Gary all of a sudden. What happened? Okay, Garchomp has to attack. Just outrage. Okay, Ferro. I personally here I hard Landorus because I really want the healing. It might be rushing it a bit, but I mean, I guess Finch is more patient than me, which fair enough is the one playing. But look, my play was so good. I would have healed my Lando for like 7%, which still something. Alright. Power whip. You have 8 more, so whatever. Sure. Uh, Power whip again. Cool. Oof, they're kind of lucky in a sense, but also it's one third chance. So no, you're letting Landorus heal, man. No, this is not how you win this game. Actually, no, that train is gone though. The one where you could. It was maybe rushing it. The idea that I expressed earlier, right, where you go Terrakion and try to close the game out as soon as possible. But I think if you play the way he's playing it right now, you lose on in the long run, right? So isn't it better to just? I think you're guaranteed losing if you keep doing this. And so do you not just go Terra? Okay, it's too late now. When there were no spikes up and Pharaoh was in, you could have tried for an aggressive play, and you could even just go Jelly Scent and then force a 50-50. Recover on the Star Misako or Wisp, which yeah. I this not I don't think this should have ever been the plan. The more I look at this, the more I'm confused. Because how do you win this? Yeah, like, now Landros is healing back up again. Now it's going to click Vaporize. Okay, Whirlwind, sure. Pharaoh comes out. Power review still have 4. You just need like 2, if even. I'm really not. I'm really not convinced by this Gary's game plan. Okay, Leech Seed. Chomp dies to the hazards. I think you go Ferro here. If you go Lando, it's okay, but you get Whirlwind. Does it matter? I think it does. You should not go Lando here. You get you Whirlwind here if you're Gary. Okay, cool. Now you switch to Jellicent. That's my game winning play. Hard Jelly here, and if you get Power Whip, Dodge Leech Seed. I don't know. Will you even click Whip here? Oh, it did. I'm bad at the game. Is this game over? Not yet. Okay, Leech Seed is, yeah. All right, you get some more healing on Lando. Very necessary. You absolutely need to be out of close combat range. Yeah, this Band Terrak. This gives you a fighting chance. But it's very hard for Finch too, because the moment Terrakion comes in for free from, say, this pot, it's over, right? And so, uh, wait, why not just go Jelly? Oh, finally. And what did Finchinator click? Lich Seed. But what do you click if you're Jellicent? Scald? Wisp? Yeah, Wisp, probably for better. You want to die and then go Terra can click close combat. Uh, oh, it's not. Okay. Right, no, okay. It's probably not banned Terrak now that I think about it, which means it it only did 4% to Ferthor with kick attack earlier. That feels like not banned. Which let me give it a quick. Let's give it a very quick consideration, right? So we go to the calc, move to black and white, and I'm a Terrakion choice band ferro. Secret sword. Okay, this is from like 2011. Right, right. Even if I boost up, can it ever do 4%? No. Okay. So this is not banned Terrakion, and so he didn't close combat the Ferro, because if he did, he lost. You don't kill. And then you have a. And then your Scamway cannot do anything because it doesn't have an attacking move. Man, oh dear. Okay, this I don't know. I hate this. I hate this game. And then even dodges Leech Seed. Congratulations, you well garbage and got bailed out. Well, this is game over now because well, you Leech Seed, but wow. Now he goes Terrakion. Okay, so my entire idea of the game plan earlier was fake because Terrakion could not one hit KO Ferro. You have to click Stone Edge. And it hits. And it's game over. What did we learn today? That if you load the no attack memory, you have to get lucky to win the game. So don't do it. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Jellicent is very annoying for Finchinator's team, but I mean, oh yeah, Scarf Chop. I'm not convinced. I mean, I understand that you loaded into Rakiel's Kermori, but that one in general feels pretty bad. Was this like some berry? Maybe something like Payapa? Swords Dance? Shuka berry? Nah, Shuka with Kermori Latios does not sound that useful. Hmm. Right. Well, what can I say? Congratulations, Gary, but please, please do not use this Camry set ever again. I beg you. I know it won, so I guess if it wins, it's good, but that's I don't subscribe to that philosophy. So I guess I would recommend the viewers to never run Skermory without attacks ever. Because else you end up like this game, which got very awkward very fast. And for what to use rocks Skermory, rocks spikes Skermory, just give rocks to something else. I know there's none of these mons feel good with rocks, but maybe use something else then. I don't know. I hate this. I completely loathe this, and I hope to never see it again. That's it. And beyond that, well, plays were okay. I think I kind of he had such a stellar start, and then it all went downhill so quick. I don't know. Whatever. What happened happened. Game is game. Game is gone, and see you next time.